That's an important part of my diet. And a lot of people, I think, in the hunting and fishing world who don't hunt and fish, they watch our show, but they think, okay, he killed a squirrel, and he's probably going to throw it over the hill. Or they killed a deer, and they don't really want to eat that. But we showed people how to process that meat and how to get it off the bone and take the silver seam off and cook it and use a red wine sauce with currant jelly. And I studied with a French chef. His name was Raoul Dupree. His daughter was a European distributor for one of the bourbon companies here. And I met her, and she told me about her dad, who was this fascinating character who was a resistance fighter in World War II, and he had a restaurant in Casablanca, and he cooked for the King of Morocco. And so he came over here, and he was so fascinated by hunting and being able to see deer. We became friends, and he called me his son, and he was a fascinating character. So he started sharing his secrets of French cooking and sauces and which jellies and jams to use and what to do and how to take the head off the trout and boil that for stock. And I studied under him for a long time, and I thought it was my responsibility as a sportsman to show, hey, let's take this game. If that's not organic food, I don't know what is. Yeah. And here's how you cook it. And that led to people saying, you need to do a cookbook. Well, I don't cook just game. I mean, we cook lamb and all kinds of stuff. So people have been asking for it, so I finally did it.
Is this book going to appeal to the non-outdoors person?
It's we called it domestic recipes and wild game recipes. So it's folks are liking it, thank goodness, and it's got just about anything you can imagine in there, from into the garden relish, which some people call chow chow, that's Mom's recipe, to, gosh, cakes, pies, whatever you want to cook.
Yeah, it's and as you mentioned, it touches on gardening and canning and processing, and it just runs a whole
a little bit. This is kind of loosely based on our first season of our television show, Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We've got a bunch more recipes now that people can see online, but they're wanting volume 2, so I guess maybe next year if they'll have me, I'll have volume 2 ready to go.
Really?
Did you bring any samples with you?
Food?
It's lunchtime.
Yesterday in Berea, yeah, mine too, we took our food truck. We have a food truck, and we do, barbecue and all those old southern things. And I did have some left over, but just a tiny bit. People in Berea like their barbecue. I'm telling you what.
I think you probably know more than I that people in different parts of the state have their own little one squirrel with their barbecue as well, you know. And
you can get in a fight talking about barbecue.
Right. Yeah.
You do it this way. No, you do it this way. This temperature. No, that temperature. No 8 hours. No 10 hours. No 14 hours. And the bark's got to be this, and you got a high temperature, low temperature. Yeah, or vinegar, non-vinegar, so on and so forth. But I haven't been stabbed yet.
All righty. Listen, I appreciate the three of you being with us today, and wish you the best of luck at the book fair.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
And I didn't mention at the beginning, but proceeds from the Kentucky Book Fair go to benefit libraries and public school libraries across the state. So whenever you buy books, you're helping your local communities. We recently awarded 7 grants to libraries, so it's a worthwhile cause, and we hope you'll be there. And furthermore, it's a free event. And if you want to know more about it, go to kybookfair.blogspot.com or our Facebook page, and it'll list some of the activities going on, and they'll be updated as we go along. So it's a free event. The only thing you have to pay for would be the books, and they go to a good cause. So thank you for being with us, and have a great week.